Alice was beginning to get very tired of sitting by her sister on the bank on a warm summer's day. She had just finished gathering flowers for her cat, Dinah, when suddenly a white rabbit with a waistcoat and a watch ran past Alice saying, "Oh dear, I'm late!" With curiosity, Alice ran across the field after it. She was just in time to see it pop down a large rabbit hole under the hedge. And before she knew it, Alice too was falling down the rabbit hole. Suddenly, she came upon a heap of sticks and dry leaves, and the fall was over, and Alice began her journey. Alice picked herself up and found that she was standing in front of a little white house. Alice heard a little pattering of footsteps, and she suddenly found a white rabbit staring at her. "Why, Mary Ann, what are you doing out here? Go fetch my gloves and fan." Confused, Alice walked into the rabbit's house. She found her way into a little room with a table, and on it was a fan and a pair of gloves. As she took them and was about to leave, her eyes fell on a little bottle. Alice drank it, and she started to grow. Alice could hardly fit in the room, and the white rabbit came upstairs and saw the giant Alice. "Oh, dear me, this will never do." The rabbit went to gather some other creatures to help rid him of the giant Alice. "Someone must pull her out of the chimney," he said. They found a lizard named Bill with a ladder, and the rabbit pushed Bill down the chimney. But it was no use. Alice's giant foot kicked the lizard out of the chimney miles and miles away. "Well," said the rabbit, "we must burn the house down." And Alice called out, "Oh, no, you don't." There was dead silence instantly. And then the rabbit went on to his next idea. Suddenly, loads of little pebbles came rattling in at the window, and she noticed that the little pebbles were all turning into little cakes. "If I eat one of these cakes, it's sure to make something happen in my size." She ate one of the cakes and started to shrink. She ran out of the rabbit's house, past the angry creatures who were still throwing rocks through the windows, and she entered the woods. Alice looked up, and her eyes met those of a large blue caterpillar who was sitting on top of a mushroom, smoking a long hookah. Said the caterpillar. Alice replied, I hardly know, sir. And the caterpillar demanded an explanation. Irritated, Alice walked away. Wait! The caterpillar called after her. What seems to be your problem? He asked. Well, I'd like to be my own height again. 3 inches is an awful height, Alice said. I am exactly 3 inches high, and it is a very good height indeed, the caterpillar remarked. But one side of the mushroom will make you grow taller, and the other will make you grow shorter. And with that, he transformed into a butterfly and flew away. She ate a little piece of the mushroom, and to her delight, she began to grow taller. She brought herself back to her normal height, and then walked out of the wood and found an odd house before her. Alice was a little startled when she saw a curious-looking Cheshire cat on the branch of a tree a few feet away from her. Cheshire Cat, Alice said, and the cat grinned wider. Would you tell me, please, which way I ought to go? And the cat replied, That depends on where you want to get to. I don't really much care where. Then, said the cat, it really doesn't matter which way you go. The Cheshire Cat jumped off the tree and walked toward Alice. I'd suggest you go see the Mad Hatter and the March Hare. They're in that direction, the cat said as he pointed to the right. But I don't want to go amongst mad people, Alice remarked. Oh, you can't help that. We're all mad here. I'm mad. You're mad. How do you know I'm mad? Said Alice. You must be, said the cat, or you wouldn't have come here. Alice sighed. Will you be playing croquet with the queen today? The cat asked. Well, I haven't been invited, but you'll see me there, said the cat as it completely vanished. The Mad Hatter. What nonsense, Alice thought to herself. Nevertheless, she took the cat's advice and walked down a little path, continuing her journey.